Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Age of Fear 3, The Legend, with me, Cornish-Knight. As we press onwards, we're going to deal with these succubi. Now, before we do anything, I will make it noted that the developers have told me a couple of in-game like little secrets that normally you would have to find out for yourselves. I'm not going to use them in the main playthrough because they feel a bit like exploits. They're not really, they're just interesting little things that developers have left in, but for the sake of this playthrough, I'm going to do it as if I don't know them, and you can see the bonus stuff in the little, I suppose, like bonus content at the beginning of the episodes when they pop up, and I make comment of them. The next one will be next episode, and I believe it's to do with this fight. But until then, let's just butcher these guys. We're going to have to focus on killing the berserkers and these barbarians. They're not particularly tough. Aaron's getting the living daylights kicked out of him. Right, so we're just trying to figure out who we can kill off. We need to shoot him. We can kill those three off this turn if they all hit. Wipe them out. That's their main fighting group gone. We just have to eat another round or two of missile attacks from imps and a succubus. Excellent. The peasants are running around in terror. Missed. That sucks. These guys won't break, so it's going to be annoying. He needs to charge one of the imps. Now, this is something I didn't realise at the time, I wish I had, but in this like pre-log section, your units can't die. Or they can get beaten in battle, but they can't be killed. So just take that into account, because some of the secrets that are in this pre-log section are to do with this. I believe the one on this particular battle is directly linked to that, so just keep that in mind. Kill that peasant. It is pleasant to punish a peasant, as they say. Now let us push on. We've got to try and... that's an interesting position. Let's just focus on killing the imps. Nasty miss. Ouch, screams the succubus. Don't you dare touch me, Verda, you dirty dwarfs, he screams. I don't see anything there worth touching, replies Gimli. Now we kill off that imp, which breaks the other imp. Excellent. Managed to shoot her in the shoulder so she's fleeing. Probably broke her collarbone in the process. Finish her off with a blow to the back of the head. Oh no, I don't want to go back, screams the succubus. She ain't that pretty, no meat. Don't know what humans be finding so seductive. I'll end you for that, dwarf, screams the succubus. Gillock just says, nah lass, you won't. Should have gone and settled down with a nice handsome knight. Nah, it's probably a reference to the... that is a reference to the second Age of Fear game. Finish off the remaining humans. Kill him off with him. One thing I have noticed is that we don't get any experience for doing the introduction missions. Not really, that I can tell. I wonder if that's something developers have deliberately planned to stop people from just doing the introduction level to get extra levels. At least he's coming out swinging.
Oh.
Right, that's the last one dead. Let's have a look about. The problem with these tiny maps is that there's always stuff hidden at the edges of it you just can't see. It is hard to... Ooh, good quality axe and another pearl. It's hard to see this stuff on the edge of the map. I wish there was a button you could just press for that situation which would turn off the UI. So you could just literally just see what was behind it, because it's a bit annoying. But I suppose that's just how you have to play. I mean, to be honest, the UI is relatively quite clean for a game like this.
Never in me life have I seen a man literally stuffing gold coins and promissory notes in his bag like the Skillrock lady did. It was hilarious, but also quite concerning, you know. I remember your great-grandpa got a bit obsessed with the stuff. His life became nothing but a quest for wealth. He cared about nothing else. Not even us, his kin. As I recall, he got a bit more than he could chew one day. Well, the poor bugger tripped and fell in the forge. Funny thing is, he climbed out, screaming his last deathly screams, and took a dramatic pose while the gold dried on him. Your granny tells me that he's still decorating some fancy palace somewhere. Anyways, these ungodly bastards weren't needing the gold no more. We grabbed every piece we could carry.
So here we are, back on the world map. Let's see if anybody's leveled up. Ah, Gilrock has. Ah, bribery. This is this ability that's really useful. Basically, it allows you to bribe units, to bribe enemy units with the team's gold. The bribe size depends on the type and experience of the enemy. The only problem with these abilities is that I have to remember to use the blasted things, because I always forget to use them, which is never a good idea. Just going to quickly go through some stuff. Don't really need the quality axe, it's not worth it, so I'm going to sell it. It'd be nice to get him a seal just to buff up his defense. Give him the quality armour. Definitely give him a healing potion at least, and probably Brute's brew. We can sell one of the pearls for a little bit of an extra scratch. I'm holding on to the gold bar for a very particular reason. Probably going to pick up Bone Shield. It would be really useful to him to have. Battle Rage is really nice, plus the additional, Battle Rage is super nice, plus 1 attack for every HP below maximum, which is really, really good. The problem is whenever I see that artwork, because the light's right behind him, it looks like he's got a candle shoved onto the top of his head. Right, let's go on with the main story, shall we? We've got the windmill, don't really want to fix it.
That night, Gilrock got us a load of kegs at the tavern. We drank until the early morn, then staggered back home and drank some more. We woke the next day slumped in front of the cold hearth, still tipsy from the night before, to someone pounding on our door. So we're all freaking out, you know. Turned out to be some friend of Gilrock's, though he was fuming. So we let him in. The lad's dressed in these fancy-ass robes, with this beautiful beard that seemed to be twinkling with magic. Was quite a sight, lads. We'd never seen a wizard before. Now, I know what you're thinking. And yes, lads, it was indeed a better love story than Twilight.
I don't believe they made a Twilight reference. What the hell are you doing, Gilrock? Ah, old friend Finn, we've been celebrating our success, laughed Gilrock. The city guard have been chasing me all the morning over the Comosan you buggers course last night, roars the mage. Aye, a small adventure to start your day. What are you doing here, Finn? Me? I'm trying to clean up your bloody great mess, roars the magician. Where are those men? You had like a dozen of them following you around the last time I saw you. A few of the lads got preoccupied with some friendly ladies, the rest, well... Ah well, shall we try and re-enlist some of the lads you left to go drink? Aye, we should. Why don't you lads join us? A bunch of you got lots of gump. You pay gold, lads? I'm in. Shut your mouth. Could you sure do with a few of them goes you got? Gold is good, and I'll join you. Aye, Gilrock's a biggie lord. My hammer joins. Interesting. Good lads, adventure awaits. Might be a place we can be acquiring more gunpowder for our cause. Gunpowder, you say? Aye, there's a warehouse near the docks with the right smell about it. Lads, huffing gunpowder, that's unhealthy. Let's just leave this city. This is the end of the instruction. Units can permanently die from this point onwards. Rightio. First things first is to point out both Blood and Moon and the elemental one that you can see at the top up there. If I ever figure out where it is, you'd be surprised how much like observation skills go into actually noticing stuff. Yep, Elementalist and Blood and Moon are the DLC packs for this game. They are not to be attempted at low level. You want to pretty much have quite high level units before you approach them, if not completely maxed out units. They are late game content, and they are intended to be, and they are hard like anything. We learn that Gilrock had gotten chased out of half the cities he'd been to so far. Even back then,
there were a couple of people in the city you could buy powder from, but it was all stored away in various bunkers for safekeeping. Back in the day, your Uncle Doran worked for a powder maker, and he knew where those bunkers were. I suppose by this point we figured we were going to go with this crazy fellow. So what was a little raid on one small warehouse of powder, eh? The problem was the city guard were a step ahead. Probably followed Finn, now that I think about it, because they seemed to emerge out of nowhere the moment we left the tavern with the other men. Crippling damage to the undertunnels, they kept shouting at us with some big number and the word gold flying about. We managed to avoid them long enough for Doran to lead Gilrock to one of the city's powder stores. There was no hesitation now. It was either go with Gilrock or face the city guard again. Not a difficult choice for a bunch of lads who spent the previous day being punished in the smelliest hell imaginable.
Quick lads, grab some powder and let's go. You realise they'll shoot you if you pick up a barrel. Crap, you're right. Take him out and make for the gates, lads. Okay, so we're basically adding murder to our list unless we don't kill them. Right, so now we can upgrade. We've got 500 gold. We can grab some more troops. I do want to give them. I do want to make sure everyone has the appropriate healing. Well, the necessary healing items. Improved reinforced ale. How nice. He's got the he's got a healing potion and a mana potion, so he's okay. And he's got a ring of protection. Excellent. Basic sealed, we could have sell it. Ring of protection. Very nice. Gotta grab it. It's just a useful thing to have. I find right at this early step in the game, like it's a common ring, it's not much gold, and it will give us a lot more defense. Make sure that all the boys have healing potions. because I don't think the dwarfs get magical healers unless we kidnap one of them. Right. Make sure that's all done. There's not a lot else we can do, to be honest, except buy some people. I would like to get an engineer. I've fought against the engineers before and they're really good close range troops. Never had a dwarf rogue on my side. Sneaky dwarves trained in the art of stealth and deception, will commonly tasked with gathering intelligence and tracking the enemy. They are equally capable on the battlefield. And they have poisoned attacks. Very nice. I do need to get another dwarf warrior though. Before anything else, I need to buff up my melee defense. So we'll grab one. We won't rename them right now. We'll grab a dwarf engineer and we'll grab a dwarf ranger. So that's all nice and done. Yeah, he's got the same stuff. I'm probably going to save up for them just to go straight to the veteran rank, rather than to waste time poodling about. Though I think I will get Infravision for the ranger, just because it will probably be useful if we ever get one of those dark mission, like one of those night missions popping up. So make sure buy a couple of healing potions for people. I mean, it's eating into our treasury a little bit, but hey ho, in the long run it's cheaper than losing units. That's all done. We don't need to give one to the ranger because he's not in the battle yet. Right. The Hydra roars. Careful, don't let it bite you. Her bite you. Hold her down. Quick lads, grab some barrels and we're off we go before they see us. Careful, Gil. That's a lot of boom boom. Aye, you better be discreet with your fireballs, friend. Probably we won't be able to pick stuff up. I don't think you can pick stuff up in this game, so we're just going to have to kill everybody in the room. Which, it's not really an issue, to be honest, but hey ho. Flamethrowers you want to have on the flanks, or like set right behind the line so you can fire through them. It's not they're better flanking units if you have them set up and then just like let them unleash on the enemy when they turn up. We're going to fireball that first group.
Yes, check my spells.
It's going to be a nice little explosion. Lovely little explosion. Any day we blow it up is a good day, and the benefit is that we have rats that turn up, which is just exquisite because hopefully they will attack the enemy units rather than us. Not a particularly wide enough area, unfortunately. Let's see what happens. Hydra starts munching on people. Won't last long in all honesty. Alchemist. I should have probably tried, in hindsight, the thing is that I'm not used to trying to bribe or capture people, I just kill people. It's my alchemists are the scholars who have abandoned magic at the master alchemy. Their best known goal is the transportation of common metal to gold. To date there is no record of an alchemist ever achieving this goal. The problem is that with the abilities like bribe and stuff, they're really useful, but I'm one of these people that literally just kills. It's like kills people. It's like kill them once, like do a bit more killing. When everybody's good and dead, try and figure out what's going on. So I'm probably gonna have to try and remind myself to use his bribe ability. You can repair machines. Interesting.
Anything needs repairing.
Very interesting indeed.
Very funny. Do you need my stuff?
Lot to clean up. Rat went down to the Hydra. Yeah, that Hydra isn't going to stay up for much longer. But it missed, which is good, because it allows us to do this. Fireball! Right into the middle of them.
Check my spells.
Let's see what we get.
Is yours.
Hurt some of them, didn't actually kill that many people. Footmen, who let those dwarves in? Like we don't have enough trouble with that Hydra. One archer breaks. Missed. It was a critical miss as well, that sucks. The problem is the flamers are really hard to use. They don't have much health and you can't use their flame based attack like you can. Just forgotten about that, I should have moved. The problem is I haven't used them before, so it's always a bit hard making sure you remember what abilities do which. I was hoping to try and get that
Go on.
thing of fuel that was just out of range. Ah well. It's a shame, I hadn't used them before, I didn't quite know how they worked. Basically the wider you hold out the angle, the larger the spread of the weapon is.
You better give me that.
Let's kill off those guys, those royal guardsmen are always annoying. Ah, another silver bar, excellent. Eating into their morale.
Very fine.
Still can't hit this bloke.
Let's dance, lad.
Good amount to go. There's a lot of like money in this room, so if we get it right we won't have much problem.
Go on.
Better pull him back so he doesn't get charged. It's annoying because I wanted to do the whole like flame throwing the exploding barrels, but that's not going to be the case. Yep, I know, bribe. I forgot to use it. It's not my fault. I'm not accustomed to using it.
You better give me that.
Problem is you have quite a high chance of hitting your own friendly unit, which always sucks.
Income.
Send that guy down here to try and deal with that archer before he starts killing my range units. Still hits my engineer in the back.
Anything needs repairing.
Have to be just a bit careful with the spread. There we go.
On. Anything needs repairing.
There we go. Burnt him alive. That guy's got to flee.
Feel like
Still can't hit this guy.
work, dwarf.
Still can't hit him. I don't understand. It's like you've 60%, which means like 50-50 chance every single time. He lived a very charmed life,
Magic.
dodging magic fireballs and musket hail fire and everything else the one can imagine. And then comes the battle master, tries to get us, but it has a critical miss and a normal miss, so we're going to move the engineer up here.
Let's dance, lad.
Actually, I think we're just going to smack him in the face. Finally, his luck slump runs out and we kill him. Well past his time to die, we shoot him in the chest.
See you all the way out.
And we kill him as well.
Come and try it.
Just had to finish up the stragglers. Took a nasty hit.
Income.
The thing is, there's so much treasure in this room, it's going to take ages to go through it all.
So I think you're big enough, do ya?
The thing with the dwarves are a very counter-attack faction, which is that they have to hold. They're an army completely based on the fact that you basically hold an enemy's attack and then counter-attack with your more specialised units. Ring of Lightning, you really don't want to be an offensive player with the dwarves. They suffer quite heavily from it. A lot of their stuff doesn't work unless they haven't moved a turn, so being on the offensive with them isn't always the best option in the world.
Anything else? Let's dance, lad.
Smack him in the face, do a deep wound, send that guy to deal with him, shoot this guy in the chest and he topples over dead. Musket balls made absolutely horrifically sized holes. I mean, like, you're basically firing something the size of a small gobstopper at someone. It leaves a a pretty large hole through someone, plus all the debutards you take through, all the cloth and dirt and all the other stuff that the musket ball will basically take into the wound with it. I mean, to be honest, you're more likely to, if you, like, that was one of the things that killed people with muskets the most, was that if you shot someone with a musket ball or with a musket and the ball went through them, it normally left a trail of infected, like contaminated material behind, like bits of cloth and stuff like that, from the wound that it took into the clothing with it. Or if you were really unlucky and the musket balls stayed in, musket balls were not like hygienic things, they were really quite, well, it's basically a lump of leads for a start most of the time, because musket balls were normally made out of lead, so it's not nice. Plus if it deforms and shrapnel, bits of shrapnel go everywhere, it's pretty unpleasant. Right, I'm going to pull him back. I'm just going to fireball all this stuff and get it out of the way, because we've got a lot of stuff to basically take care of. So once we've killed him, it'll be a lot easier now to open stuff up. We can just repeatedly smack on stuff. Right, so we've got treasure and an amulet of knight, which is very nice. Musketeer move up. I always dislike it wise for some reason that it always seems to set back to melee attack to range units. Silver bar. Shoot the crate once. Shoot the crate twice. Got a nice amount of gold, and there is a chest down there we just can't reach. So he can move up. Shoot it again. Come on. Yeah, treasure necklace and 100 gold, which is nice. Got a fireball the stuff down here. Gold, found another golden bar, which is very nice. We will use that for something, and another pearl, and more gold, which is very nice. The reason, like, normally you'd be thinking, oh, Cornish, why aren't you selling the gold bars? But there's actually a reason for it, and it's a nice little secret that I want to show off. But to do it, we need to get a set amount of golden bars for it to take effect. Another silver bar, we could sell that for money. Another gold bar, so we just need one more gold bar, and then we can do the really cool thing that you need it for. But I think that's everything in here that we can destroy. It's been destroyed, so let us depart as quickly as possible, because we just murdered a whole lot of the city guard and ripped someone off of all their money.
It's kinda funny, really. It hadn't even been a full day, and already we'd gone from being moderately upstanding citizens to straight-up outcasts, driven from our own home. That wasn't a nice feeling, lads. Though, as you can see, it's not a problem no more. We have ourselves a nice big house and a good bit of money, but that's a different story altogether. The walk from the valley was mighty depressing. The three of us had never left the kingdom before. There's a great wide world full of wonder, lads. You should see it while you can, in case you're ever thrown into the abyss. That's why we got your elder brother to go to Greyrook.
Indeed. Now, this is the thing. I like this game a lot. This has, like, I like the music in this game. It's very, very atmospheric, and I like the entire tone. It'll be interesting to see how the story develops. I get the feeling that it's not going to be your usual adventure. Alright, oh hell, it's another city I can't return to, thanks Gil. Don't give me your sass, laddie. It'll be alright. Declares Kilrock. Save it. I'll light a fire under your heavy-eyed dwarven ass, but no magic can lift that thing. Dwarves are magically resistant, lad. Now get your stick out of my face. Out of my beard. Huh. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. But that's for next time, folks. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, you can... Gillock, I don't think we should be here. Nothing to worry about, lad. They're nice chaps. They're smugglers and assassins, Gilrock, shady dealings. It's only a misinterpretation. People often get a bad name undeservingly. Halt, 2 goes there, declares the smuggler. Oh, hello. Right. Probably got skills and stuff, but I think I'm going to leave that off for next turn, because the video's gone on quite long enough as it is already. So, as usual, if you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, or you can leave a comment in the comment section and I'll get back in contact with you. And I have hoped you have enjoyed the next episode in Age of Fear-Free, the Legends. So, until next time, as always, goodbye.